Hello class, and welcome to lesson 2.7, which is about translation and reflections. By the end of today's lesson, you'll be able to translate and reflect objects on a coordinate plane. A few vocab words for you today. A transformation is a movement of a figure on the coordinate plane. So all of the stuff we are going to be talking about today is a transformation. We're going to talk about two specific types of them. An image is the new figure on the graph after the transformation. So we call the original, and then that new figure on the graph we call the image, because that's where it's moved to. The two types that we're going to be talking about today is, the first one is translation. This is where you are sliding the figure around the graph without turning it. So it's key that you are not turning the figure as it gets slided around. You are just simply moving it left, right, up, down without any sort of rotation. A reflection is going to flip that object over a specific line. That line is called the line of symmetry, and today we are going to be using the x-axis, that horizontal axis, and the y-axis, the vertical axis, as our lines of symmetry for the reflection. So for this first example, we have our original figure, and it's asking us to translate 7 units down and 4 units left. So what you need to do to start is pick one of the points. I'm going to start with this top one and simply count. So we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots. And then from here we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. So that is my new point for the top of my square. Then for the bottom one, again I count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. Same thing with the next point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. So this new red figure on my graph is the image or the movement following this specific translation. Go ahead and try translating this one 8 units right and 3 units up on your own. After our transformation, the image results in this blue square. The other type of transformation that we're going to talk about is a reflection. Like I said earlier, we're going to be using the x and y axis as our line of symmetry. So when you're using the x-axis, you want to make sure that you are paying attention that that is your horizontal axis. Our goal is to flip the shape over that line. This is a very simple thing to do, again, by counting. So if I start with this point, it's 1, 2, 3 spaces away from the axis of symmetry, or our x-axis. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3. Then we come over to the next point on our triangle. Again, it is 3 points up. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3 points for our next piece of our transformation. And then this top one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units away. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we've taken our triangle and our image is now reflected or flipped over the x-axis. Go ahead and try reflecting this triangle over the x-axis on your own. When you are done with that transformation, it ends up above the original figure. The other thing that we are going to translate over is the y-axis. So now we are paying attention to this vertical axis. Similar to what we did with the x-axis, we're going to be using opposites, but to translate over, reflect over the y-axis, we're going to be counting across. So this first point is 2 spaces away from the y-axis. So I'm going to go 2 spaces in the opposite direction. Notice how I'm not going up and down on this. I'm simply going across my axis of symmetry. The next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces in the opposite direction. And then we've got, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. Connecting my points, I end up with the image of my original triangle. Go ahead and try this one on your own, reflecting over the y-axis. So that orange is our image after we have reflected over the y-axis. If you have questions about this, please let me know and I would be happy to help you.